Cable News has been digging into the past of the Virginia shooter who killed two WDBJ journalists live on air this week. And with good reason. He does have a disturbing past, including weird social media activity, a history of anger, things like that. CNN, though, has chosen to focus on a particularly odd area for them. Let's watch.
Employment records, complaints, and lawsuits show the gunman was often aggressive, often combative, and now we're tracing his online history that shows he owned several pornographic websites. Senior investigative correspondent Drew Griffin looking into all of this. Let's start with the websites, Drew. What do we know?
You know, it's just another disturbing twist as we look. This is between TV jobs when he registered at least 7 domain names. And, John, he was soliciting for attractive and muscular men to model for live webcams. We also know that he wrote on a basketball blog soliciting for male models, asking for attractive and muscular guys with nice bodies. These sites aren't active anymore, it appears, again, and this was back in 2008. Keep in mind he started working at the Roanoke station in 2012.
This is weird.
That is very weird. Now, we're showing you, thank you to Media Matters for capturing that, as always. So we're showing you that as one representative sample of the fact that CNN kept coming back to this over and over. You know, like disturbing past, porn sites registered, they're gay.
He wants good-looking men.
Attractive and muscular.
Yeah. Onto a basketball website.
Seriously.
That was a little twist I didn't know about. Yeah.
I think he was posting it on a lot of places, but they just kept coming back to it. That felt like a newscast that would have come out in the 90s. Like another disturbing twist. Gay people on cameras, naked.
I just wanted to know the name of the sites to see if he'd come up with anything clever.
We could come up with some stuff.
You can't just do like a gay porn website if it doesn't have a clever like pun or something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But they didn't get to the heart of the matter.
Yeah, like for the basketball site.
Dreams.
Yeah.
See, that clever
Bubble dribble. Right. You think about that for a
that's
bit.
terrible and awesome. Bubble dribble. Okay. I don't think I'm allowed to say that, but under both straight and gay porn, I would go yuck. Okay.
TakentotheHole.com.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah.
Lay it up.
Okay.
Anyway, so look, we're reacting a little bit weird to this. I think that we're gonna get some devil's advocacy from Ben in just a minute. But to their credit, not all of CNN was on board for this demonization of what seems to be completely unrelated to the violence that he perpetrated in Roanoke. Don Lemon actually did the right thing, which you're going to see in this clip.
I think that the gay porn site thing, to me, is I don't really see the relevance of it, because if it's not illegal, then what's wrong with him owning gay porn sites or straight porn sites, or as a journalist forming, you know, a media company like, you know, Dan Abrams did. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with him. He's an entrepreneur. He's an American. As long as it's 2 consenting adults, I don't see what difference it makes that he owns gay. It may be salacious. Maybe it helps you sort of put a timeline together, but I don't see the relevance. As far as his coworkers criticizing him, listen, I don't want to, again, with the sites, I don't want to gay shame him. There's nothing wrong with being gay. I'm sure he probably faced some discrimination, as we all do, and that's horrible, but it still does not condone his actions 2 days ago.
I just want to make it clear that Dan Abrams owns a media website, but it's not a gay porn website. Just want to make that
There's
clear.
no difference, though, as long as they're both legal. I don't see why it's relevant in this particular case.
He just did it. He just did what he was saying don't do.
That's what Wolf. That was Wolf's
Wait,
direction
who was?
in an interview.
Wolf was like,
Yes, exactly. I just want to be clear. Follow up.
can I give you an example of what he's saying we shouldn't do? There it is.
Exactly.
There it is. But
He's not gay.
It's not gay. Dan's
not
not
gay.
gay, and that guy's not gay. Why are you doing that? Why are you saying gay website? That is, wow.
Dan's never killed anybody.
The problem is that, look, and Don Lemon is correct, and not only is he correct, is that he put himself in the position of defending a person who literally no one, Don Lemon included, wants to forgive. So good for Don Lemon for doing that.
Good for
it was
Don
important.
Lemon.
It was really, that was actually fairly courageous.
Yes.
Like, I'm actually going to defend this guy who disgusts Don Lemon, I'm sure, as much as he disgusts any of us. But, like, in the defense of journalism here, of that kind of journalism, like this guy commits this horrific act, and by the very nature of him committing such a horrific act, and we're certain of it, there's no realistic alleged part of this, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This guy did it, and it was unthinkable and unimaginable, and we saw it, and all of the people covering it are more interested in it because it was my life, right? I've been a morning reporter, I've been doing a dumb, pointless live shot talking to the Chamber of Commerce person thinking, how could I be awake for this, right? And then you're dead. And so you want details about that person, and you want details badly, and these are eliminate what is also true, that as a society we're comfortable gay shaming someone and the long history that we have that associates being gay with a mental illness. All that is true. That said, any kind of activity at a porn site about a monster who we want to learn more about is going to seem incredibly relevant. That's as far as my defense will take.
That's completely true. So they could report on it. I think it's partly that. I think it's more that CNN is doing what they always do, whereas they find the thing that people want to hear about, and then they're just keep talking about it. Just don't stop. Keep talking about it. 24 hours, doesn't matter. It's a plane, it's a boat, whatever. Keep going.
Right.
So there's that. So fine, report on it, but don't keep saying another disturbing
that's
twist
100%
and then
true. That's what Drew
disturbing
Griffin's
graphic.
point.
Yeah, and
Can't-
then
can't say
when they kept saying he went to basketball websites and said he wanted muscular, handsome men, like what the f? Of course he's gay. He's going to want handsome men. He's not
Yeah,
gonna
when he's forming a
it's
porn site, you want some handsome men.
It's like if a straight guy shot some people and they're like, it turns out he liked women with large tits. Like, yeah, okay. And in a disturbing twist, he also liked ass.
Oh, he liked
Right.
flat tummies.
Flat tummies.
He kept saying, "I want a woman with flat tummies." Disturbing.
Right. So I think
That's
actually,
exactly what it is, though.
Yeah.
That
so
sounds
you
ridiculous.
have to-
That's
you have to
exactly
put it-
accurate.
Yeah, the disturbing part was that it's all a little undefensible because what never happened, of course, is the discussion, it would appear, about what context to put this in. It's okay to report it.
Yeah.
Hey, we are eager for information about this guy because information is what they're selling, and that may not be information that makes the country a better place, but people are interested in the story. Their job is to report information about this guy. I got that, but you have to then, as Don Lemon suggested, put it in some context. If it's part of a timeline of his life, and this is interesting, he actually ran a couple of gay porn sites. We know he's gay, so obviously if he was going to run a porn site, it would probably be a gay porn site. He also, did this in 2009, and then you haven't made it seem particularly sinister.
So no, we all agree. And so what Ben is getting at there is, it's interesting. I mean, would I be curious about it if I saw it somewhere? Yeah, I'd read that article. Like, oh, what did he do? Okay, that's interesting. He did a gay porn site. Is it connected to the case? Not at all. Not remotely.
Yeah.
But CNN, in order to put the thing on air because they want to grab you because gay porn site. What happened, right? They have to make up an excuse, and the excuse is a disturbing connection. No, but there is no connection, right? And there's nothing disturbing about it to rational people, especially in connection to the incredibly disturbing murders he did.
Yes.
That's the disturbing part, right?
Yeah.
And when the Facebook or whatever manifesto thing that he did, or that he sent to ABC, where he said, "I'm a time bomb ready to explode," that's disturbing, right?
That's disturbing, right?
And so, like Ben said, you want to mention it. I get why you want to mention it. I'd be curious about it. Just don't try to connect the two things. Don't come up with a
And
BS
it's not-
reason for your salacious
And very
thing. And it's okay. Be a little, I'm not going to begrudge them if they're salacious on that. Just don't make the connection.
Exactly.
And not only can you not make the connection, but it's incumbent on you to draw the distinction. You can't you can't just say them and presume other people. Some people will make that connection. So you have to unmake the connection.
Yeah.
You can bring it up, but you have to make the distinction.